Well, good evening, and welcome to a special edition of the Island Stat Sports Talk. I'm Earl Biss, and I'm joined by the Bermuda national coach, Kyle Lightbourne. Earlier today, the Bermuda Football Association released the squad that will represent Bermuda at the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Canada and then Aruba. Looking at the squad, obviously you have a mixture of experience with some youngsters in the team, but just if you can, Kyle, just take us through the makeup of this particular team heading into Thursday night's match against Canada.
Yeah, well, firstly, starting with the goalkeepers, we have the three familiar goalkeepers that we have in Dale, Jaquil, and Cornacio. So no changes in that department. Defensively, the captain, Dante, and Jalon Minus, and Blankendow. Blankendow is probably the newest out of the bunch, but those, that's like a saddle back four for us. Into midfield, you're looking at Roger, who's been a mainstay with the national team. Then we have Lewis, we have Simmons. We still have a good nucleus of our team that we had during the Gold Cup. Sequoia Robinson has experience. As we go further forward, we got new additions to the squad in Enrique Russell, Shea Brangman. We also have Jordan Otterbridge, Nori Scott, Keyshawn Bean. So we guys that have been in and around the squad for a little periods, and now's the time that they're gonna have to step up to the plate. With us missing a couple of our regular players and players that possibly, that were always in the squad knocking on the door.
Mm. When you look at this team, obviously you're missing some key figures, but we want to dwell on the opportunities given to these guys that they have to kind of grab with both hands. Now, the first match is a tall order. It's we're playing against a nation that has grown in the world of football and will be no pushover, but hopefully we can catch them cool. But they've had training camp in January. They haven't really put too much together, although they have an abundance of players to pick from as far as professional players. But the game itself, how are we hoping to shape up against them?
Yeah, the game itself, without a doubt, is going to be difficult. Rather, they picked a full strength team pretty much, maybe one or two or three guys missing for them. It's going to be difficult, whether it was a full strength team or not. Like you said, Canada is an emerging team they're ranked above us, one, and they have improved under the coach that they have, and they play good, attractive football. They got a lot of good youngsters coming through, so I don't buy that they were not doing anything, or they have been training hard. They've had two teams preparing. They got their under 23 that was preparing for the tournament that they're in, the qualifiers in Mexico, and their senior team. So they probably had the best time whatsoever. Yes, a lot of the players that he's picked that come from different parts of the world, and they may have not been together as much, but their under 23 team's a good team. So it's just the balance that they're probably looking to have. Which players are going to play in the under 23s and which is going to play in the senior team. They have the abundance of players to pick from. So yeah, that's where they are. They're a quality team. They beat the United States 2-0, and then I think the United States turned around and beat them 2-1. So yeah, we got our work cut out. We know that it's going to be difficult. We know we are the underdogs, but football has a funny way of teaching you lessons.
Mm. Now, one thing you've had the opportunity, hopefully had the opportunity to watch the under 23s play, because one thing in a national program for a team like Canada, or country like Canada, they try to play the same system. Looking at the way the under 23s play, how do you plan to shut them down? Although it's different players, but they play a similar system.
Yeah, I mean, looking back through their performances against the United States, against their most recent games that they're playing, you know, they're a team that like to play between the lines. They play from the back. I expect them to play that style of football. Um, Try and get into the wide areas and expose the defenders in those areas. Play between the line. They switch between systems as the game's going along. You may think that they're playing the three at the back and the two wing backs, but they're adaptable. I've watched them play well, many a times. I've started, um, yeah, we know what to expect. We just have to stick to our game plan, what we're trying to do, and try and upset them. We know when we're playing against the big nations, we have to be at our best.
Yeah. When you look at the guys that will be missing from the team, and we talk about the likes of Naki, Reggie, even Willie Clemens, as well as Liam Evans, what are you how are you kind of rallying the team around the fact that these guys are not there, and the fact that they are not available for this?
Yeah, I mean, when I look at it, some of it's been unfortunate circumstances in the sense of, I would say Reggie, who who was unfortunately, he's injured, so that's the reason why he's not there. Um, and then Naki, with the ruling of overseas players playing in England, the 14-day rule. I see that Canada's somehow got around that, but you know, hey, Longster done everything above board, and we can't cry over that because that's their players that they're picked.
Hmm.
Obviously, yes, we done everything in time for Naki to to play for us. He wanted to play for us, but from the immigration side of it, we were told that he wouldn't be able to travel to the United States. We brought back players early so they can travel to the United States, um, and that's what we done in Dale Eve in Kane Critchlow and Reggie and with Roger Lee. We brought these guys back early so they can travel to the United States. And if the rules have changed at the last minute, then um, there's nothing we could do about it because we made the decision that Naki wasn't coming to America. But if we were playing in Bermuda, he would have played in that match. It's just unfortunate, because the rules are different in different jurisdictions. So yeah, let's not cry over that. We got to play them, and I want to play them with their strongest team. So yeah, obviously we want our strongest players, but that's not possible for us at this moment. So other players have to step up to the plate. That's why we have a squad, to pick from. And
Yeah.
sometimes the youngsters or people that haven't been given that opportunity, they may be the man on the day. It's just up to them. And Willie Clemens really decided, Willie and Liam, they both decided that to make themselves unavailable for this game for personal reasons. So it's a very difficult time that we're in. So we have to respect what each player may be going through or what they need for their own personal self. We have to make sure that the players' well-beings are looked after. It's more to life than football. So yeah, that's disappointing because he's one. They're really was an outstanding player for us during the Gold Cup. And also we're missing, Saji Bascom, Milan Butterfield. These are guys that are still, Saji's injured. Milan's team still in season.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Donowa, his team still in season. That's in the UK. So that's the way it goes. I have no qualms over that, and we'll just move on.
Mm-hmm. Well, with all being said and done, I want to wish you all the best come Thursday night, and the boys will know that the country is backing them, and we're looking for a good start. We know only one team come out of the group to advance, a good start, and even if we don't get a good start, it's playing for pride, that we want to make sure that we have a good showing, and I hope the boys understand that they're representing the country when they walk between those lines.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, Earl. The players, obviously, we're going to miss the supporters in the stands, especially people that have traveled to the away matches.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we had some good performances on the road. So, hey, nothing's beyond this team, I feel. When I look at the team that were picked, it's going to stick out and say, yeah, we may struggle to score a goal or two, but you just never know how it's going to pan out on the day. We just have to fight for everything. But one thing I do know that Canada's been playing quite dirty the whole time, and we do know that they have been spying on us. And that and in the coaching fraternity, that's a no-no. We're a small nation. We see what's going on. We got a behind closed door match, and they send someone with a drone to watch us. That shows you that they're worried about us.
Yes.
So we managed to shut that down, but that doesn't sit well with me as a coach up against another coach. I don't think myself personally I would ever do that to someone, to another team, out of respect for the game and for myself. So he just poured a lot of fuel onto the fire, and my players are well aware of that. So we're coming. We're going to work hard. We're going to dig in. We're playing for Bermuda. We're playing with that pride. That's what I want, the determination from my team.
All right. Well, Kyle, do enjoy the rest of your night. Good luck, and we'll speak to you hopefully after the first match, to get your outlook on the match, and looking forward to the next one.
All right. Thanks a lot, Earl.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy your night, brother.
Thanks.
Okay.